This is what God does. He protects and he keeps on showing up, reminding us who we are, even when we're in the consequences of our own sin, even when we've been abused and misused by other people, even when we're in the midst of trial and circumstances in our life. He keeps on coming and he keeps on coming because you mean that much to him. He cares that deeply about you. The future and the trajectory of your entire life hinges on whether or not we'll believe that we are who God says we are. And we can do exactly what God says that we can do. Oh, I'm so grateful. I remember watching the Today Show several years ago. This is when Campbell Brown was the main reporter on the Today Show. The boys were little. I have 3 sons. They were little. And I remember sitting on the edge of the bed folding a load of laundry. And I was watching the Today Show. Every day that week, Campbell Brown was doing a report on religions of the world. Every day it was a different religion. That day that I caught it, they were doing a story on the Buddhist faith. And I remember I didn't know much about Buddhism, so I thought I'm just gonna watch for a little while. They had traveled halfway across the world, she and her camera crew, so that they could not only travel halfway across the world, she described, but then ride down a winding road for hours so that they could get to the side of a mountain where they climbed up 268 stairs so that she and the camera crew could be beside one of the 5 Buddha statues that stands in and around the area. So she did the story from there. We could see the statue behind her as she described the Buddhist faith. There are many layers of thought that I had while she was discussing Buddhism, but one of the things that she said, I can't forget. She said that people that subscribe to that faith, that the goal of at least one time in their life is to save up enough money to be able to travel halfway across the world so that they can drive for hours down this winding road, climb up 268 stairs so that they could get to this position on the side of the mountain so that at least one time in their life they could pray to their God, little g. So I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, if I had to save up all that money and fly halfway across the world and drive down that winding road for hours and climb up 268 stairs to pray, I would never pray. Can I get one witness in the house today? Ain't nobody got time for that. But while they are climbing up to talk to their God, little g, our God, the one true God, y'all, he comes down to talk to us. Oh, it's good news. It's good news. It's the message of the gospel. Amen. I can't get over the fact he keeps on coming down. I can't get over the fact he keeps on condescending for me. That he loves me that much that he would keep on coming for me. So he keeps on coming and he keeps on coming. And he doesn't just come for a moment. Judges chapter 6 verse 11 says, the angel of the Lord came and sat down. Meaning he nestled himself underneath the shade of the same tree that Gideon was under. The Midianites right outside his window. And the angel of the Lord didn't just come and give a little wink and a nod and go on about his day. No, he came and made himself at home in the situation with Gideon. This is what the New Testament writer John would say in John chapter 1 verse 14. He said the word would become flesh. And he dwelt among, I want you to hear the shock in John's voice. The word became flesh and he dwelt among us. And we got to behold the glory of God the Father. John, y'all couldn't believe he got to lay eyes on the Holy One. Eugene Peterson of the Message Bible would put that same verse this way. The word became flesh and moved into the neighborhood.